I was doing last time. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Bam, 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 bam.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Da, 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 da. My headset feels quieter than normal. It is quieter than normal. Okay, here we go. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, that's right. I was finishing off Penacony. Yeah, finishing off. Okay. I'm scared my stream's going to lag because I am downloading like 3 different things at once. I'm downloading another game and pre-installing the Genshin update. So, if I lag out, that is why. There's probably got like 10 other Steam updates happening at one time too.
Are we both in control of this Hanu character?
Very good. Looks like you've got the hang of it. In this Hanu's Adventure episode, Boss Stone has gathered his battleships for an assault on Dreamville. All Buzzfly, Cousin Wolf, and Bombhead are all raring to go. The brave Hanu must thwart their advance and protect his home. Alas, Hanu...
You talk too much.
Oh, brave Hanu, you look like you could really use some help. Long time no see, Hanu. You look pretty stressed out. How about an intense and thrilling game of Dream Jigsaw to blow off some steam? Oh my! Are you telling me that Boss Stone has rallied the villains to seize Dreamville? What a dreadful twist of fate! Listen closely, Hanu.
Was that a key insight to their new Fate collab coming up?
I also know
No,
there's one
I'm just stupid.
upstairs.
I cannot wait for that Fate collab.
But you know what? You'll have to play an exhilarating round. Now scurry. I can't wait.
Let's stay alert and make sure those monsters don't spot us. Look up there. If we can push that thing down, do you think that would do the trick?
I don't know what you're talking about. Teleported. Yank. Oh yeah, if you hear dog barking, my bad, that's my dog. You hear a little Angie.
Finally, that's all the jigsaw pieces. Let's hurry back.
I can't collect that book. Shit. Run, little man, run! I love jigsaw pieces. Love jigsaw pieces. I love jigsaws. I like puzzles.
Oh my! The hurry?
Disconnecting from that thing so suddenly has left me feeling slightly disoriented.
Yeah, you're just dying, Firefly. That's
Is
death.
that Hanu?
I got a gun too, buddy. My gun better than yours.
I know that this may sound like an exaggeration, but Penacony is actually in danger right now. We have to prevent it at all costs. Sooner rather than later. What exactly is he talking about?
Tick-tock! It's time for me to make an appearance!
Clocky? I can also see him. Is this character part of the show?
In Dreamville, Clocky is everywhere and can do anything! Like right now! I can be your translator! Tick-tock!
Who is his voice actor? Who goes into the fucking mic? Sounds like a bull.
It's at our doorstep, and we have no path of retreat for the future of Dreamville! Touch that suspicious-looking TV right now!
Okay.
So they just jumped inside that TV. Sheesh. Logic in this plot and dialogue is really being pushed to its limits. Well, here we go again. Ready? I am gradually getting used to this.
No, last we saw what brave Hawk.
But
Okay.
the storage room. It's behind the shelves, right? He wasn't lying. There's actually a bazooka here.
A bazooka where? There, gimme.
Now we should have a way of dealing with those baddies. This thing feels just like the soaring locust too.
Oh.
Careful. It looks like...
Please let there not be more. Oh my god, there's more. I'm in the worst spot. I'm like right in the middle of them too.
Here we go again. be all of them, right?
Oh my!
Okay, good. It's going to flip my shit for a second though.
Well, that's that.
Not too shabby. Useful for alchemy.
Uh-huh, buddy. Ooh, music disc. I am nowhere getting his light cone, by the way. I've been doing so much just to try and get it.
Congratulations! In the final stage. Welcome to the 30.
Okay, wait. I don't have anything to do for Clocky, do I? I think so. From the family. I cried last night, right? I was playing this because I was like, I got nothing else to play. I'll play this off stream. And as I was playing it, I watched Sunday, so cool, die. And that made me cry. What is this? Pink, purple, blue or purple? Purple. Oh my god, is that who I think it is? Oh, it is.
No way. I think I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary.
Damn straight he's extraordinary. Got Boot Heel's husband up in here.
Please wait. My beautiful ladies. By the glorious light of beauty! I never thought I would see you again. In such turbulent times, your kind faces are as spring's gentle breeze, bringing solace to my scorched heart.
Are you a Knight of Beauty?
You've already heard of my humble title elsewhere? I am deeply honored.
Oh, he's so beautiful.
Upon hearing of the impending festivities, I commanded the one and only to bring me to Penacony with full haste. Alas, the cosmos unguarded by the beauty. Disorder prevails. Thus my passage was delayed by tending to the sick and injured. Fortunately, the mini-rabbit mech pilot, stray cat duelist, galactic ninja, and quad-drive Intellitron, along with 32 other souls in distress, all emerged from their predicament safe and sound. I then led them all here to revel in the harmony with the countless other splendid beings.
Galactic Ninja.
I do not deserve such praise.
I will praise you as much as I want. You're a beautiful man. You need to be praised.
Radiance matches that of a beautiful peacock. Remains in a woeful state. Ugh, how I wish he too could partake in this splendid occasion. Okay, let's get back to business. Since fate has brought us together, it stands to reason that you both seek the accolade of the audition's victor, correct? Though upon arrival I was once mistaken for a towering silver-armored fugitive with fiery red flames, my lack of eloquence. It matters not, for all these trials stem from the land of the dream's beauty. What matters is that I now stand before you. Our paths have crossed. I, Argenti of the Knights of Beauty, am humbly requesting a battle with you both, in the name of the Code of Chivalry.
Oh, he's so
If I am
sweet.
fortunate enough to emerge victorious, kindly grant me passage to the Crown of Victory, and recognize that Idrilla, the beauty, is the most peerless beauty of them all.
I have to fight him! No!
Dear friend,
You know what? That's fine.
please ready yourself for this trial set forth by the beauty.
I have nothing he's weak against.
You cannot hide.
The flesh wound,
Darkness, charmed.
Never mind.
bear witness to honor.
Oh, he's so beautiful.
Fight changes with changelessness. The moment of opportunity comes. A blade's edge knows no. Your end approaches.
Allow me to see you off.
Straight to the soul. Darkness, charmed.
You're fighting a gentleman. My gallant friend,
You're fighting a gentleman.
all your might.
Receive.
I would gladly die by his hands.
Unnecessary.
Pity, you chose the wrong enemy.
Sink into insanity.
Confess.
I underestimated you.
Fail. To send you.
Get schmacked.
Rise to the challenge.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return.
Rise to the challenge.
That which is seized must be repaid.
I will dispatch you by my sword.
Allow me to see you.
Darkness, charmed. That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it in my place.
I wish I had Sunday.
Behold, this symbol of pure beauty.
Oh. I don't like the look of the sword.
What's the matter?
Straight to the soul.
Sink into insanity. Look,
With this divine power, I extract the world's purity to reforge all things. Your conviction.
And he revives, of course.
It's a pity. The laurels of victory belong to a driller.
I am the shadow. A blade's edge knows no make good. The loss.
The flesh wound. Pledge thy loyalty.
Abyss flower, bloom.
Unnecessary. Time.
Very
to
necessary.
reap. Where the wind whispers. You cannot hide. Darkness.
Rise to the challenge. My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
Fail. To send you.
Pity, you chose the wrong enemy. Receive divinity. Eternal sleep is not the dead will return.
The flesh wound. Rise to the challenge.
As you can see, I'm just a
Frail scholar.
Straight to the soul.
I am the blade. Attack a single point.
My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
I will dispatch you by my sword. The fight is set.
Abyss flower, bloom.
Unnecessary.
Very necessary.
Eternal sleep is not the dead will return. That which is seized must be repaid.
Sink into insanity. Straight to the soul. A flesh wound. Behold, this symbol of pure beauty.
You are the symbol of pure beauty. But you're in love with a cowboy.
You impede me.
That's enough! I have come to grasp the sincerity of your cause. I yield.
I yield.
Beautiful! Truly a captivating contest. It is through you that I realized to uphold the honor of a driller, I must further hone my skills. What a beautiful lesson indeed! Go forth, my dear friend. Beautiful miss. The audition's crown is yours to claim. I shall remain here, gazing from afar as you bask in the limelight, joining the audience in offering you the most heartfelt cheers and applause.
We don't have much time. May fate allow us to meet again, Knight of Beauty. In that case, let's make our way to the end. Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
Well, we won't if I stop to shoot every single target, because I'm an idiot. I've got all those. Why can't I never get any new stickers? Or I get them in for something like this that I've already finished. Oui.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival. Before entering the Grand Theater, I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you, wishing you joy under their radiance. As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminated, Equality non-existent. Common folk living precarious lives, eking out a dreary existence.
Hi, Quinn.
Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer? A dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream
How you
paradise
doing?
for all?
It has.
That's not the point. Don't let him mislead you.
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony.
That's
If
good,
anyone
that's
has a
good.
better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Miss Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Ah, Navigator. That is precisely my intention. With all present, let's
Ooh,
begin
hell
by
yeah, make that
discussing
cash.
the details of that meeting. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
You mean to say that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmity Festival that I have bequeathed to the masses as a tool to realize their ambition?
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony. And then everyone in their dreams will be unable to awaken.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position of great authority. Do you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this Nameless would point the spear at me. Quite astonishing indeed.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire. and
Hi,
leave
Turtle
no room
Dove.
for meticulous inquiry.
My
You're
bad.
doing
I
this
was really
out of
focused on the
concern for
fucking the words
dreamscape's
coming out of
safety.
this man's mouth.
So, if you could, please alleviate our concerns.
I love you,
Dream
Will.
Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to offer tribute in song, just per the arrangement.
Sunday, Robin, I've watched you two grow up and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. Both of you, right now, can surely be lauded as their most devout advocates. I already know your resolve. The magnitude of this matter is enormous and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such
Exactly.
earnestness, I will
Bruh,
personally
I cried last night because I was playing this off stream because I'm like, I have nothing else to do. And I was crying in call with my friend because I thought Sunday died.
Sunday, Might I ask you to beseech them to cast their
I was
light
gonna kill
upon
Gallagher.
and question me in their
My poor
stead,
baby winged
so
man.
that no lies may be concealed.
My chicken wing.
I will do as you command.
Also, how dare Sparkle
Robin,
call Sunday chicken wing boy
to be present as a witness,
and then say our beautiful Robin? Like,
to proclaim my innocence,
Sparkle's lesbian, 100%.
utterly dispelled.
Dissing on my poor baby boy Sunday, calling him chicken wing boy, but not calling Robin chicken wing girl.
Just as it is in the heavens.
Oh, triple-faced soul.
I have
Please
Gallagher, I don't
sear
have
his
Sunday.
tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Let us begin. There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood? Question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Naturally.
Do
I
you
think
love
I'm
your
getting
god
him
as
at
you
like the
do
end of the month or
yourself,
something, like halfway through
always
this month.
heeding
I don't
their
know.
admonishments?
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the
Yeah, my
foundation
one of my
creation
friends really
itself?
hates my team. They despise my team actually,
Never.
Then,
because
a final
I have
question.
just men.
Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
Ooh.
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
They have seen your faith, and have endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced.
Just a moment.
Yeah, for real.
What is it, Mr. Yang?
Come on, Welt.
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both mentioned, are they truly Shipe?
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light. All duplicity.
Bro, I want Sundays so bad, like... All things aside,
Delicate and complex
Sunday's my wallpaper
perfectly
on my PC.
if not for the great one, Shipe.
Perfectly harmonized. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe. Later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds fell
I won't spoil, but he's a
and when
cutie.
it echoed
He
anew,
is a
it
cutie.
was transformed
I've seen like
into
everything
the
to do
hymn
with
of
Sunday.
harmony.
I watched my friend play
Though an
Penacony
eon
before.
may perish, paths
I
with no
even
masters
got up to it.
still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang. Being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when you find yourself alone and without allies.
So this is how it is.
For the sake of our grand cause, Sunday, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
Ooh.
What?
There's an arcane-themed rave coming to a place near me.
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this. It's a pity that things have turned out this way.
So, this is the true reason I can't sing? The shadow that envelops Penacony is actually...
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Shipe. True bliss can only be guaranteed by the one who transcends the many.
Bro, I remember
Within the
when I
foundation of
first got my
law,
hands on character
humanity
AI.
establishes civilization,
I legit, okay,
and
I made a
through
character and
harmony,
instantly I was just
we
like, well,
attain.
I'm your kid now. I was like 16.
Unbelievable. To think that there would be
I love Welt. I love
remnants
Welt
of
being the
order
old
on
man that
Penacony.
everyone looks up to as a dad. It's
What
cute.
have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss Robin?
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Do I get to smack Sunday?
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. But we haven't reached that point yet. Have your efforts for the justice of Penacony
Can I smack him? Can I smack him? Please let me fight him. Please let me fight
and have
him.
been widely observed.
Let me beat this man's ass!
Oh, I intend to. But that hinges on the outcome of this negotiation.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Order
That's what I'm
that
gonna
drove
do.
you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining any type of discussion.
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands, and just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape, least of all in the beautiful new world belonging to the Order. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. The
I
strong
love
wield
that
their
I'm doing
blades against the
Penacony, but I'm not even meant to be
and
up
the
to
victors
Penacony.
push the vanquished to the brink of life. Natural
I've skipped
selection.
over like 10 different worlds.
The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity atop the corpses of the downtrodden. Only we, or rather, I, possess the power to put an end to this farce.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I've always firmly
I'm meant to
believed
be on
that
the
people
second
can
world after
understand
the
one
frozen
another through
one.
peaceful means.
The one where Dunhun can't go because,
I'm willing to divulge
Blade.
unembellished truth as
Yeah.
to the intentions of the Order's pathfinder.
And I'm doing
So
fucking
that you will make
Penacony.
better judgment for the Astral Express, for Penacony, and for this stretch of the universe. Words can hardly do justice to the beauty of that ideal. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps and see once again where this road leads.
Yeah, don't ask me how, but I'm doing Penacony.
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world. The reason the scenery before you remains unchanged is because your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts.
You know who
to
I
fill in
really
the
want? I want
gaps.
Brute Hill. Bro, I remember I started playing this game again just so I can try and get Brute Hill. And I didn't get him and I was so depressed and then I swore I'd never play again. And now I'm playing again.
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray-haired guest has experienced it before, so she should understand what it entails.
Damn.
Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from you. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. The road we once took begins here.
Oh.
From this point on, you will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I've selected a portion of these to share with you.
Okay.
I believe after going through similar predicaments, you'll be able to better understand my thoughts. Let's begin. The first decision. A story about a baby bird. This story
I'm sitting very uncomfortably. Hold on.
Very young.
Hi,
We were
Nuri.
victims of the
Welcome.
Stellaron disaster, and the family's Mr. Gopher Wood, who would later become the Dream Master of Penacony, saw that we siblings had no one to turn to and took us in.
If anyone's playing on Asia servers, they can add me.
Robin and I
I'll
lived
happily
a
be your
time
friend
with
on
nary a
here.
care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard, we spotted a fledgling Charmony dove all on its own. That baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers, and it couldn't sing. When we found it, it was already on its last breath, having fallen into a shrub, probably abandoned by its parents. We decided to build a nest for it right there and then. However, thinking back, that winter was unusually cold, with fierce winds at night in the yard, not to mention the many poisonous bugs and wild beasts in the vicinity. It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no
Hell yeah.
chance of surviving until spring.
I have played it since it first came out,
I suggested we take it inside
because I was a
Place it
big
on the
fan
shelf
of
by the window.
Honkai Impact 3rd.
and asked the adults to fashion a cage for it. We decided that
And,
when
like,
it
you know,
regained its strength enough to
All of the
spread its
characters
wings,
being in this
we would
game, or
release
like
it
most
back
of them,
into
I
the
was like,
wild.
oh, let's go.
The
So I started
tragic
playing this.
part,
This game is definitely better than Honkai
something
Impact
that
3rd, though.
we'd never considered, was that this bird's fate had already been determined long before this moment. Its destiny was determined
I've been
by
streaming for
our
43
momentary
minutes
whim.
now, currently.
Now,
And my
I
brain's
pass
hurting.
the power of choice to you all. Faced with this
I should have streamed
situation,
sooner.
what
I do
choice would you
apologize.
make?
If I don't stream one day, it's probably because I
Stick to the
feel
original
sick.
plan, and
Or
build a
I
nest
just
with
like
soft
woke up
net
too
where the
late,
Charmony dove
did a bunch of
fell.
chores, and looked at the time, and I was like, is it really worth
Build a
it?
cage for it and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the warmth of a home.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I eagerly await your answer.
I love the voice actors in this game. They do such a good job. Ooh, I leveled up. Oh wait, do I have enough? I do have enough steel pool. Okay. I want the light cone. I want the light cone. Ah, bullshit. I'm nowhere near getting this light cone, by the way. I just keep doing it. I want it, but like... I'm like nowhere near. I'm not even on a guaranteed either. This is my first time pulling for a light cone. I can see your messages, yes. I am so pissed off, right? I've wanted Venti for the longest time. Just because I want him for my twink farm. I have, like, every single twink in Genshin. There's, like, some that I don't have because they're 5 stars and they're, like, you know, really bad free-to-play characters, and I don't like spending money. But, I was trying to get Venti because I liked his ultimate. Bro, they nerfed him so bad. My man does nothing, no damage. He's a worthless wind god. And it's so, it sucks. I wish they'd just do better. Bronya! I am doing very good. I'm a little tired and a little hungry, but that's my own fault. But $280 on Venti? What? I don't think I've spent that much money on these games. This is Bronya. I don't use Bronya. I see. I don't have Alakino either. Okay, on Genshin, my mains are Hutao, Tanari. Like, those are my main two that I use, Hutao and Tanari together. I got Chi-Chi as my healer. And then, who's my last character that I use out of my 4? I don't even remember. Who is it? Oh, sometimes I use Chaska, or sometimes I use Wanderer. I love Wanderer, he's my man. I'm my little scaramouche. I loved Genshin from the first time I started playing it. Ooh. I brought it. I haven't got proper permission from the person to put their name out there though, because they're kind of dealing with some stuff, you know? So at the minute, I am not allowed to say who made my VTubing model. Hopefully soon I'll be able to. But they're dealing with stuff and they just... yeah. I feel bad for them. I love them though, their art's amazing. I really love this model. I pulled Wanderer on a limb. I haven't even done his story quest yet. Maybe I should level up Bronya. Oh wait, yeah. Who's your ascension boss? I have none of their bosses unlocked either. I cannot ascend anyone because I don't have the bosses. Okay, I really, really badly want the new 4-star that's coming out. I'm, like, pre-doing the update and everything for it. At the minute, I think I'm good, because I don't know technology very well. And so it's a miracle I knew how to set up my model and everything. But, I've got a few backgrounds, but at the minute, I don't use them because I'm just streaming games. I'm not really sitting there talking to people. I am at the minute though trying to draw myself a profile picture. I'm a really good artist. I will say that. I used to do commissions and stuff. That's how I'd make money. But with my art at the minute, I've like gone through like really bad art block to the point where I can't draw things if I've got like a certain character in front of me. I have to draw. I can't draw it. I just have to draw from memory. Otherwise, I can't do anything. And also, hair annoys me. Trying to draw a damn braid. Whew, it's so annoying. Let's go with this one.
I'm happy to see that you made a choice similar to ours. If your mind is made up, let me reveal the outcome of this choice.
Shit.
We passionately nursed it back to health, preparing only the best food for it every day. We even preened its feathers. Later, on the day that Robin left Penacony, we opened the cage door and let it fly back into the sky. I watched it for a long while by the window, probably about 3 or so days. In those 3 long days, the little Charmony dove tried again and again to spread its wings to fly into the sky, but fell to the ground, only to keep trying. Finally, on the 137th attempt, it succeeded. But its attempt did not go perfectly. After flying unsteadily for a while, it fell to the ground, unable to grasp the direction of the air currents. The fall shattered its wings. It writhed helplessly in my embrace. But it was all for naught, finally succumbing to a painful demise. And in that instant, our tender care, our given love and hopes, they all became the inevitable push that sent it to its death. I deeply regret the choices we made. Next, let us head to the second decision. This time, it's the story of a dream chaser. This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of Dreamscape residents, and providing them with the relevant guidance. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the Dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, arrogance, regret. The complex tapestry of human nature that formed the world. And I was fortunate to catch a glimpse of it.
Oh, that's
He
cool.
was a dream chaser and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them,
I've made
came to
a
Penacony
few
in search of a better
emojis
life.
for
Except that,
some VTubers
for
that I
most
really
people,
like, and they
the
actively
price he
use them, which
paid.
is nice.
I suppose you could say it
My
was
mom's yelling at my dog again.
everything. He told me I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his 2 children. He said he could not afford to raise them, and that at least they could eat if they lived as slaves. He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. Alas, his plan to smuggle himself was somewhat clumsy, and he was sniffed out by those pig-headed hounds. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, At least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I did not anticipate that what I thought was a kind gesture would later lead to dire consequences. I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, I'd like you all to make a choice. Will you do as I did, and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit, so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels, until his inevitable judgment arrives? I look forward to everyone's decisions. Who knows? Perhaps they might even alter the outcome of this tragedy.
I would, but I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I got 24 cents in my bank account. I can't afford to commission people. That's why I do stuff myself. That was the wrong one. That was the right one that I chose. It's this one I want. You think this game's got the least schooners?
You arriving at the same decision.
Incorrect.
Out of respect,
Yeah.
I'll share with you the dire consequences that my choice back then brought about. First, the outcome. He attained major success. After avoiding capture, he ran a business for a few years, very quickly making a name for himself, elevating his status. He might not have become a tycoon like old Audie, but he was considered a character of excellent repute.
Hi.
Now then,
How you doing, Luffy?
did he realize the wish he set out to achieve? No. The last time I saw him was in the real world, where the hounds were going to permanently exile him, and I was the accompanying Bronze Melodia. The mission was simple. Listen to the criminal's repentance. He told me the reason he was in this predicament was because
I will
he
after
conspired
stream.
to usurp the head of the Alfalfa family. When I asked him about his two children,
Bye,
he
Quinn.
instead responded with a question. What children? In the end, my heart aligned with the harmony, and the good deed I dared to undertake held no value, turning instead into a wrongdoing. It created a lamentable oppressor and countless oppressed individuals. As to your choice, I once again offer my heartfelt apologies. Next comes the third and final decision. And the story this time is my own. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master, and as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents, and it was a letter from my sister.
Doctor,
The letter
come
contained
on.
the usual
Okay.
pleasantries, anecdotes
Once I
of his
have the
travels.
chance to show you the
Nothing out of the
characters,
ordinary.
I'll show you all characters I
Just as
goon
I
for.
started wondering how this
There
letter
is
related
just-
to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Yes, you said post. But also, you forget, most characters in this game are from Honkai Impact
My
3rd.
sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere trivialities?
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at this moment?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet? What?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the Harmony. And to save the lives of that planet. She personally made for the front lines. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately, stray bullets show no such compassion.
Is she all right?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital.
This man is so beautiful.
By the beyond above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit
My Discord should be in my bio.
Once
As
she
a way to
attended
contact me.
her outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon as possible.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Gopherwood.
Go forward.
Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
How could this happen? Miss Robin.
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the Harmony's limitations and predicament. As grandiose as the strong defending the weak sounds, many times, it is nothing more than wishful thinking. Likewise, I've prepared one last question, one last choice. But rest assured, this choice will not have any grave consequences.
Yes, it will. They all do.
Because this is merely a figment of imagination.
Oh, never mind.
A nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. If you ever had the opportunity to make a choice like I did, would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony?
Of course. Oh, music. Yeah. Oh wait, okay, hold on. I can show you characters now. Where are they? Databank. Characters. Okay. Holy capiches. There are so many here. Okay, first one that I have, Bronya, is from Honkai Impact 3rd. Though this is a more grown-up design than what Bronya is in Honkai Impact 3rd, because she starts off as a teenager and then grows up. This is Bronya. Guna. Everyone goons for her, we love Bronya. Nobody touches Clara. She is a child. If anyone says that they like Clara in any sexual way, I kill them. This man, Welt's husband, I'd goon for him. He's cool. I like his hair. His hair's very pretty. I love men with long hair. That's just it right there. Men with long hair. And we have Blade. Blade's sexy. Everyone loves Blade. We all love him. He's cute. Adventurine. Everyone loves this little mad gambler man. He may have been one of the coolest bosses I've ever faced so far. AKA, I've only defeated one boss in him. So. But from bosses I've seen, he's the coolest. You got Doctor. Of course, everyone loves him. He's one of the free 5-star characters people got. Also Adventurine's boyfriend. Anaxo. or a Nexa, whatever the fuck you call him. He's cool. I love him. I adore him. See, I love his design, but my favorite thing is the fact that he doesn't have sleeves. Like, his coat covers his shoulders, but when you're fighting with him, you can see his shoulders. And I want to rip the coat off because, like, his design underneath just looks so cool. Also, the fact that he says, I am just but a frail scholar, as one of his voice lines when mid-fight. Ooh wee. Damn! Leave Kafka's hair alone. March 7th. She annoys me. I will say that. She is like the Paimon of this game. But she is still very cute. I do like her outfit. That is adorable. It's just I don't like her very much. Dan Heng though. I love this man. I love how monotoned he is. He's an adorable man. Arlen's cute. Arlen's short. Arlen actually has melanin in his blood. Wow. I don't like Astro. That's it. I just don't like Astro. I love Herta's design because they actually made her the puppet. I wish that they took like all the puppet stuff, and I wish that they did it with Raiden Shogun and Scaramouche in Genshin, because they are puppets. I just wish that they had like all the markings and stuff of puppets, because I feel like that would have been really cool for the character design. But they did it for Herta. I like Herta's design. Cool design. Don't really like her as a character. I also love Twinks. Saval. I love Saval. There is a character in Honkai Impact 3rd. Literally has her same hair, pretty much nearly the same outfit design. They definitely took her from that game and just made her better. Natasha, she's amazing. We love Natasha. I like Pella, but eh. Sampo's cool. We love Sampo. Hook's adorable. Lynx is adorable. I love Luca. I don't use this girl. I've never once used her. She's just cute. This man, another goon. This man is Booba. We love Booba. Manga Booba. We love Gallagher, even though he killed people. Anyway. Himiko is also a character from Honkai Impact 3rd. I like this design of her better, but I like most of her other outfits in Honkai Impact 3rd better than this outfit. Just to be fair. Welt is also from Honkai Impact 3rd. Love Welt. Kafka's whole outfit design is also in Honkai Impact 3rd. Silverwolf is a character in Honkai Impact 3rd, and there is a lot of character outfits in Honkai Impact 3rd that are based off her outfit. Or her outfits based off them. There is literally an outfit, same design for the top, only it doesn't have a wolf on the back. It's got a bunny rabbit, and it's a Bronya outfit. And it's got a hood, but she's got two pigtails. So, like, Silverwolf is pretty much just Bronya from Honkai Impact 3rd with one ponytail instead of pigtails. But, like, oh, and Sealy. Can't think about Bronya's girlfriend. the lesbian of all lesbians. But you know, there is definitely a lot of characters people goon over in this game. Like, way, way, way too many characters. Honestly, only characters I want that I don't have is Brute Hill for one. Of course it's Animo, bro. Wanderer, Scuttlemush. I love that little Twinkie, my favorite. If it's not him, then it's definitely Zhao. Those are my top two. I love them. And also, most of my team's just anime characters in Genshin. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I want Misha. I want Mighty. I want Brute Hill. I want Sunday. I'm getting Sunday, hopefully soon. And I want this beautiful, the Knight of Beauty. I want him so bad. He's just, he's in need. Same with Brute Hill. So pretty much, I want men, and that is it. I also want Genuine, just because his voice actor is my favorite VTuber. So beautiful. Also, this version of Dunwan. Like, the hair is beautiful. I love Skara. My whole soundboard is just Skara. I love that man. He's so stupid. You'll have to give me a bit. I can't really switch tabs. I'm trying to play my game, not talk in Discord. You know? Okay, there we go. Now I can do this. Make this choice.
I am now aware of everyone's stances.
Come on, let me grab my phone.
Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the Harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the Order, where the strong govern the weak. I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival that belongs to everyone.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison, a place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis
Jeez, my dog's barking so much.
order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal
I love my
instincts
friend sending me
to
edits
build
of
a
gay
haven
stuff.
for
It's so cute.
mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract. So allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility to return to their souls. And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily during these brief intermissions. It's just a pity that 2 or 3 days are still too fleeting compared to the span of a lifetime. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. This should be the face of the new world. Idyllic, eternal, peaceful days. And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. Some gaze in reverence at the stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. Meanwhile, some seek refuge in quiet corners, holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome obligations. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the purest of spirit. Living a life of dignity. This is what it is to live in bliss. Miss Firefly, you
I
who
have
are stricken
not.
with entropy loss syndrome.
I actually did have to look
You
up what
of
that
all would
was.
surely understand this.
It's got a mouse girl in it, that's cute.
It sounds like a flawless theory. But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice.
Hold on, wait.
If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone,
Okay.
someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the
And-
end of the cosmos.
Nope. Okay. My downloads are nowhere near finished.
Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical.
What time is it, actually? Nearly 5 p.m. Okay. I'm really hungry. I want to go
But
make
in this
food.
supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons.
Also,
Chance
my
to
apologies if you
overcome
can hear
their
my dog
tribulations
barking.
will be forever lost.
He wants my mom to play with him.
And
But she's
although it
busy.
hurts, it is an escape.
That's another way
For
of
context, high
understanding
school
it.
girls, okay.
But there is no
2
shame
special
in
girls,
escape.
1 white and
On the
black.
contrary, the seeds of
And
escape exist
one
in
was
everyone's hearts.
Oh!
Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as for why life slumbers, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams.
I checked and I didn't get
But this is not in
a
conflict
friend request from you.
Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the
That seems like a very
frailty
random
of human
game.
nature.
Um,
from there,
at the minute,
show compassion and
I'm
protection.
I'm downloading, Punishing Grey Raven, because they're doing a Devil May Cry collab
I admit
at some
that
point
you
this
are a
year.
born leader.
So I'm trying to
Your perspective
you know,
on humanity
do
brims
the
with
stuff so I can get
pessimism.
that stuff. I'm excited
Yet you
because
express compassion
Honkai
for
is
all.
doing a Fate
Even when your
collab,
heart
and
pains
another game I play,
But unlike you,
it's 1999
for the self.
Reverse, I think is the name of it,
from my
is
perspective,
doing,
individuals making choices
they're
for
doing the
themselves
Assassin's
is their
Creed
birthright.
collab.
The want to
And then there's
escape
another game
may be innate in the
doing like
but whether
there's
they
so
are
many
weak
different
or
game
not,
collabs coming out that is
it is
crazy,
not
and I
up
have to
for
try and keep
another
up with
to
all of
decide.
them because, you know, I want the exclusive
Perhaps
stuff.
in your mind, you also view me as weak. Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you, just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
Yeah, I ain't gonna play that game. I already have Doki Doki Literature Club on my roster that I need to play.
Is this place?
Misha!
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
I don't know, but I feel a sense of deja vu. What is this place?
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if its core is empty. So I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha. As a hotel doorman, you know Penacony best among us.
I don't know much about dream bubbles, but if you want to figure out what this mansion is, I'll do my best.
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place, my hunch might be correct.
Ooh.
Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death, which we now know as dormancy. Considering its connection to Dreamflux Reef, it's not surprising it appeared here. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool. So identifying them is crucial to us. We're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time, as I believe he'll unveil the secret of this dream bubble.
All right, but there are doors all over the place. Which one should we choose? Do you have any idea, Misha?
I guess maybe this way?
Hold on. Jesus, my headset didn't want to unmute. I was gonna panic for a second.
All things are connected by origin, and are made.
I'm not entirely sure, but let's give it a try.
They look like brothers. This is cute.
Wait, you managed to choose the right door on your first try?
Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. But I feel like I've been here before, and even lived here for a while. If I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway. Clocky and I used to sit by the fire, listening to the crackling of firewood. And the room on the other side was the toy room. I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the floor and making up stories for each of them. Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux Reef? So, what is this place?
This could be a case of amnesia. But don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories haven't vanished. They're just lying in the depths of your mind. We can surely get them back. Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't we explore a few more rooms and see if you can recall anything more?
Oh my gosh, my dog keeps barking. He's angry.
Then let's check out the rooms I just mentioned.
Mikhail, that's the name. Now we all know him as the Watchmaker. So, who is he talking to? Do you know any?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Watchmaker. But, Mikhail...
Anything special about that name?
Mikhail is Grandpa's name.
Grandpa? Do you mean you're the Watchmaker's grandson?
But we haven't heard anything about the Watchmaker having descendants. And the name Mikhail is not rare. Perhaps it's merely a coincidence. Could you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He was always on the sea and had lots of friends who accompanied him on his travels. He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly and Elise, both renowned seafarers. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea. I want to become a great adventurer, just like him.
It appears that the Seafarer has nothing to do with the Watchmaker. So, perhaps it's just a coincidence? So, where is your grandpa now?
He went off on a new journey, and it's been quite a while since I last saw him. So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
I'm thinking. I feel like I want to paint this man. Or at least, like, paint the star on his chest. That'd be cool to hang in my room. I don't think the colors would work with my room though. Oh, dear Lord.
Tick-tock. I heard some noises from the room. Origami Bird? That's a friend of mine.
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass crew, just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one Origami Bird. They are a big family with lots of brothers and sisters who look the same. They follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship. They're the best sailors.
Sailors? Can Origami Birds be sailors?
Could you tell us more about the compass, Misha?
The Compass is a ship bound for the New World. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever there is danger, Clocky will use a compass and guide the ship in the right direction.
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out, right?
Huh? Oh, that does seem to be the case. Weird. I clearly remember Clocky arrived in the New World in the end.
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden past.
I think I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead.
I am going to end stream in a minute anyway. It's getting late. I want to make dinner.
There it is.
Ooh.
The water resembles a precious jewel embedded in the dreams of all seafarers. Every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves, it feels as though I'm back in this place, standing by your side.
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah, I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say that despite the perils of the sea, whenever he stood on the deck in the afternoon, overlooking the sparkling waves, he would think of this fountain in front of his house. He often said that those moments felt like returning to his family's side, and the difficulties at sea didn't seem quite as challenging.
You know, I quite understand such sentiments. Hey, don't tease! I was just being a bit sentimental.
Perhaps every adventurer far from home carries a fountain within their soul.
Oh my god,
Even
keep
though
clicking.
the other side of
Gross,
the
I'm
sea
sorry.
remains shrouded in the unknown, the fountain in front of his house serves as a compass, leading him back to his cherished ones.
Yeah, while Grandpa was at home, we would stand by the fountain and place the compass, a toy boat that I made, into the pool. Back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
Yeah. Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life, with no connection to Penacony at all. Could this be some sort of metaphor? Perhaps the sea refers to the memory zone.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep pouring out uncontrollably, like water flowing from a fountain. Perhaps I'll remember more things if we go further.
Poor Misha. I feel like this poor man's suffering.
I wish to share your burden. No. We should turn left here.
Uh-huh. Something feels different about this place.
Come on, give me a chest.
This is it. I remember this corridor. Up ahead is Grandpa's study. It was in that room that I saw him.
The atmosphere in this room feels totally different.
Misha! You finally come!
Der Clarky.
You're here! Yeah. This is the room where we first met each other.
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. They contain records of his expeditions to every corner of the world. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived to ensure that everyone had land to settle on. He had to continue exploring the sea and search for the source of the rising seawater. On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I could sense the gravity in his expression. It was the same look I had seen on my father's face before his final voyage. I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere and told me to stay home and patiently await a certain sound at the door.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away, traversing the sea of stars without ever stopping. He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along. He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
A train? Could it be?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused by a star. Then, he gave his pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure, appearing in every one of his adventure tales. He explained that difficult times were ahead, but assured me that the watch would guide me. He said, as long as I kept moving forward, I'd eventually reach my desired destination. And then, it was as if I heard the distant sound of a train whistle, echoing throughout the room.
Exactly, Misha! And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way we took back then.
Oh.
This is the dream jigsaw, right?
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when you stumbled into this place.
Hey, the shape seems to match. So, this shard is also connected to Misha?
Looks like we're just one step from revealing the truth.
I think.
Let's get to the other side and investigate.
Bam, 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 bam. I'm not missing anything.
This is it. This is my room of clocks. While I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage, Walter gave me this workshop, and it became my secret base. Here, I learned how to repair clockwork and gears, out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass, embarking on adventures with my companions, Clocky and Miss Mirror, in search of the new world. I was born and raised here.
So, this building in the dream bubble is your childhood home?
Yes, but not exactly. To be more precise, this dream bubble itself is my home.
Looks like you've remembered everything now.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
Marge, do you remember when she mentioned the clocky that only she could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef.
Boinga,
right?
boinga,
And Mr.
boinga.
Yang even greeted him.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky. And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky. A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few. It's just like a hidden message left by someone for the nameless.
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Why were you even thinking that? I'm just like, Clocky's bubble.
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I'm a dweller in this dream. Just like a memory zone meme. I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the bubble with Clocky.
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away? And the whistle you heard was the sound of the Express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all this. It's best for Misha himself to explain all the details. How about we start with your name? Now, should we call you Misha, or...?
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. Now, please allow me to reintroduce myself. I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system. Adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure. A name that carried their hopes. Mikhail Char Legwork. Or simply, Misha. If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name. The Watchmaker.
So, you're the Watchmaker himself?
And you're only a 4-star?
Unfortunately, that legendary figure is no more. I am only a reflection of his life. As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. A friend of Clocky, a young apprentice, and and a future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
Oh, that's so cute.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame,
Yeah.
which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations.
I love Misha. He's so cool.
However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in her dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth, however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Esdana, where my friends and I built the original Penacony and fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you, for the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others. All I have for you is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward, and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought in my mind. The trailblazing expedition will never end. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Let's make a decision. Although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
Of course. We've come this far. Surely there's no other option than moving forward.
In that case, it's unanimous. Then let's proceed together to the end of this stream and tell Mikhail our decision.
Oh my gosh, my mic. I think my microphone is breaking just quietly. My dad has officially kidnapped my dog. Oh, that's a bright light.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me? Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah?
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes. I'll teach you what you need to know.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop. I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan. I see. This place reminds you of home. The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory, and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us. Don't worry, not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of Trailblaze will continue.
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And, take this with you.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But why?
When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come. Farewell, legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Where are you going, Watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former Nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have. Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen to Penacony if we lose you too?
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then. We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. But if, and it's a big if If I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question. What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher.
Hello.
I just came up with
So I was
a
talking
great
with my mom.
idea. Wanna hear it?
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed?
Welcome back.
Here, but you're the last remaining hero in Penacony.
I'm currently sitting here, listening to this,
Stellaron,
thinking of what I'm gonna paint,
go to the grave.
and also excited because I'm getting pizza for dinner.
Yes. I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Asdana. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade, and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
So, a desperate struggle
You
against
miss
the family?
me.
Desperate?
What? No, now why would you miss
Here, my
me?
friend. This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way? Well, whatever you do, remember, make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Huh, where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name, Clocky?
That's fair.
Of course.
I don't think I streamed for 2 days, so I don't think you missed much.
Kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it. I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages and leading the way in his every adventure story. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dreams.
I did miss you.
Every night, we boarded the compass and set sail together.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all. It was a compass. So, your name should have been...
I have an obsession with clocks. I enjoy clocks. I have clock earrings. I've got a lot of clock charms. I have a really old fancy clock in my house. And my dog is being a little shithead right now. Oh my. Yay! I get to use Misha.
So, where to next?
You know,
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go up.
I'll be going anywhere else.
Please, wait a sec.
Oh, wait, he's got... His sword is a mop. They did my poor man dirty. Gosh, I can move faster when I do that.
I've traveled far enough. It's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
This is
Oh, Bruno.
where it ends? What do you mean, Misha?
Try to have an emotional moment with poor Clocky.
That the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been following
Yeah, my mom.
Misha?
My brother. And my dad. And my dog.
Today. If you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and
Oh,
beyond.
Bruno.
But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty.
At least shut up for 2 more minutes.
Eventually,
Please.
they gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, happy,
I just want to finish up this storyline, man.
or sad, all they need is a
Hi,
little
Brad.
nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the
My dog is
essence of
barking. I
clockwork,
think he's saying hello.
the will of the trailblaze.
Okay, is that it? Is that it? Okay. Cutscene.
Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where.
Oh, this is where I get his hat!
From now on.
That stupid hat that I get.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further.
Shush, Bruno! Important cutscene here!
Penacony and Mikhail's dreams does not belong to order.
Oh. Mummy puzzle.
Can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this.
Ah!
Resonance
My
with
dog is
the
annoying
legacy
me.
of the Trailblaze. Perhaps the bond
Hold
between you
on.
is so strong
Please, I
that it
apologize.
impresses an Eon.
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you. I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center stage. Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness. If you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Alright, he's gonna start barking again. See, I hate my dog barking because our neighbors don't like it, and my parents also don't like it. My dog has separation anxiety. He's annoying. He will not shut up at all. And yes, I did just run up and downstairs like 3 times. He's barking. Oh my freaking. I'm not okay. Oh, purple. Oh! I just got a new character. Oh, that's so cool. I don't have her yet. Oh, she's the cool character I liked too. Ooh. Bruno! Bruno, calm down. Sheesh.
While devotion to public tasks is a must,
oh
my, this fatigue is somewhat overwhelming.
He's so angry for no— Bruno! Why is he so angry? Oh me, oh my. Okay. I feel bad, but I'm going to have to end my stream here because my dog will not stop barking. Thank you all so much for coming out and, you know, supporting me. If you want to, you can just shoot me a DM. My Discord's in my bio. You can talk to me. But I will be going now to shut my dog up. Bye bye.